the most important amendment for, I'd say, for our economy, and like I'm just saying, our economy, the largest in the world, is the 10th Amendment. So the 10th Amendment is the power is not delegated to the United States by the Constitution, nor prohibited by it to the states, are reserved to the states respectively, or to the people. You always get that or to the people. Where they're like, and if your state doesn't weigh in on it, your states can't somehow say you don't have a right. All your rights are enumerated at birth.
Right.
This allows commerce between the states, but it makes cool things. Your driver license works in Massachusetts, and works in Indiana, and in Illinois, and in Ohio, and in Pennsylvania, and in New York. And what's really interesting is that the Supreme Court has really upheld the implications of Article 10. So back before gay marriage was legalized, it was possible for somebody to get married in a state that allowed gay marriage, and then go to another state that doesn't allow it, but still get a divorce.
Oh, that's bizarre.
That's really interesting, right?
Right.
I remember specifically in college we had a class on this, and one of the things the professor was talking about is that kind of like that idea to accept other states' laws on face value, regardless of weighing an opinion on that law,
right,
is why like we can just like trade freely between states, and we became this economic powerhouse. If all the states split up, they would make up 26 of the 50th largest economies, and that's
wild.
Good stuff like this.
Now, wasn't it something like 7 of the top 10 would be states, or something wild like that, or 4 through 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 was like U.S. states.
Yeah, I mean California should have a seat at the G7.
Yeah,
like they should have their own spot. Also, other random favorite American facts: if Alaska was split in two evenly, Texas would become the 3rd largest state, not from the 2nd largest state.
That's a great fact.
Alaska is scary.
Wait, is Alaska still that big, even if you don't look at it for Mercator projection?
Yeah, no, it's
just
enormous.
That massive always.
Yeah, it's just absolutely enormous. But this idea, this really codified, and there's a good conclusion when we talk about the Bill of Rights, like those first 10 amendments, is that if we talk about the Constitution establishing a federal system of government, and a federal system of government that specifically is designed to empower states and the people, but still maintain that national unity, especially when it comes to commerce and to national defense. It is the 10th Amendment that decentralized the U.S. and effectively established that federal system that, listen, they said the Constitution doesn't have to solve all the problems. It is the framework in which we act. States are allowed to have their own framework. But, and this is important, but the Constitution remains the supreme law of the land. We will govern how states interact, but we are still going to allow the states to to customize themselves and manage that behooves their states to behave the best. And that leads to economic specialization. It leads to more efficiencies. And then also knowing that you can just drive across the state and you don't have to worry about, is your contract valid? No, you know it's valid. And because I crossed the state line and I need to sue somebody, well, good, I have the 7th Amendment. We're going to have a jury. That's why you include in a contract, shall be adjudicated, and you name what state it's going to be adjudicated in.